Hi guys, welcome back to today, another video, and in today's video we are back again playing Minecraft, and it has been such a long time since we were last in this world. Apologies for the bit of a break, shall we say, between this episode and the last episode. I don't believe this break was intentional, but I apologise for the break, nevertheless, but we are back once again in this world, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't really got much done between this episode and the previous one, despite there being such a big gap between their releases. I mean, as you can see, there's still half of this building released, missing. So yeah, I would like to just apologise for the massive delay, but let's not dwell on that massive delay, and instead let's move on to what we are going to be doing in today's episode. Well, I am afraid to say that between this episode and the last episode, there has been a bit of sad news. You might have noticed that there are some snowballs in my inventory. No, these are not from the snow that good old Snowy's been leaving around. Unfortunately, Snowy has died. I don't know how Snowy died. I just found the snowballs here and Snowy was gone. And I noticed this not long after the previous episode. And I'm not entirely sure what happened. You absolutely scared me. You will not believe how much you terrified me then. Have you got any good deals? Nope, you are being a complete scam. As usual. So, yeah, we've got snowballs instead of Snowy. But we need to keep Snowy's legacy alive. So I've come to the conclusion that we need to create a new Snowy, a better Snowy, a Snowy that will actually look at me. But Snowy was great. I mean, Snowy brightened up our days for, I don't know, like the one day that Snowy was here. But they brightened up the. Were they in for 2 episodes or was it one episode? But they brightened up the time that they were here with us. So if we just grab a couple more snowballs from in here, then we have the required amount to craft some snow blocks in order to, I guess, replace Snowy, but like, we can't replace Snowy because Snowy was Snowy, and no one can ever replace Snowy. So anyway, just moving on now to Snowy's replacement. I'm joking. We are not replacing Snowy. Snowy was brilliant. We couldn't replace Snowy if we tried, but we do need a resident snow golem. So let's get Snowy built up. I don't even remember if I ever picked Snowy as the name, but I know I picked Snowy and ran with it. I don't know if it was like a placeholder name or anything, but this is Snowy 2.0, who will hopefully not die. Hello, hello, Snowy. Well, you're not Snowy. What can we call you? How about Snowy Junior? There we go. Let's rename this. So let's take off the sign, and then we're going to write Snowy Junior house. So this is now the property of Snowy Junior. Enjoy your fabulous new house with your resident person who's going to scam you out of all of your emeralds. Do not give him any emeralds. He's a scam. He would take one snowball and he would sell it for about 50 emeralds. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so now that we've got Snowy Junior in place, where is Snowy Junior? He hasn't died already, has he? Phew! Snowy Junior is still alive. We want to keep Snowy Junior alive. I might go around and do some lighting actually, because I feel like Snowy might have been attacked by a skeleton, and there is quite a lot of dark space over here, so I might have to brighten this up. Just go around and do a quick round of torches around the place, just to make sure that we don't have a repeat of that. You know, Snowy, you can go in your house at night. you know, it would really help your Snowy Junior. So like, front doors there. So what I want to do now is I just want to get a little bit of a memorial in place to Snowy, because after all they were our first snowman. So obviously now this is Snowy Junior's house, and Snowy Junior is sort of like the reincarnation of Snowy, because we used some of the snowballs that Snowy dropped when he died. So we used those in order to create Snowy Junior. So he's sort of a reincarnation. So I think across from what used to be Snowy's house, we could put like a little grave or something here, or some sort of memorial. Just a small thing here, just to commemorate the loss of Snowy, because Snowy was our first snow golem, and I feel like, I don't know, it's hard to move on without doing some sort of memorial or some way of marking it. Okay, so I just want to make sure that we're not sort of abandoning Snowy and like replacing him, because I think that feels a little bit mean. So I think we could probably do with putting some sort of memorial to Snowy, because we've got Snowy Junior, which is in a way like a walking memorial, and you see, you look at me, so you are already an improvement. Is sort of like a walking memorial, because like he is made out of the snow that Snowy dropped when he died. So that's always a positive for us. So you are a walking memorial. I feel like we could do with more of like a fixed memorial. So we could do like a little grave thing here, or some sort of memorial thing, just in this general area here, just opposite the house. And then we could do like a little sign and put like flowers down, and I think it would look really, really nice. Okay, so I've just done a little bit of work on this path here. Still not 100% convinced on this path, but I don't know. Leave your suggestions. Maybe I could put like some spruce or something down the middle or something to give it a little bit of texture, or maybe mix in some jungle. Not jungle. Mix in some spruce, or mix in some dark oak, just to give it a little bit more texture. Anyway, moving on to the memorial thing for memorial, like tree memorial grave, I don't know. Moving on to the memorial for Snowy. So I'm thinking that this tree doesn't really fit with Snowy's aesthetic. So let's get rid of that tree. And then where was the tree? The tree was here. So here is where I want to place Snowy's little grave. So we can put down some pieces of gravel there. And then we can place down a spruce sapling. I feel like spruce fits with Snowy's aesthetic a lot better, because spruce trees are most commonly found. I think they're only found. No, I don't know. Yeah, most commonly found, because they're also in the one with the boxes, are most commonly found in snow biomes. So I feel like it links to Snowy's aesthetic. It links to that snowy feel. And then what I want to do is I want to just like get rid of all this stuff around here, just to like make it a little bit nicer. And then we want to place some lovely little flowers around this grave here, because this is Snowy's grave. Like this needs to be all pretty and just amazing. So let's place the cornflower there. I'll put another cornflower at the back. And then we can place another dandelion there, and then move that dandelion across. Then we can put a little bit of valley there. And then, what could we put there? Let's grab one of these, whatever this flower is, because it's something different, and then we don't have lots of repetition. So we've got this, now we just need to wait for this tree to grow, and then we'll have the tree which is in like a memorial to Snowy. So that is the finishing touches put on here. I did just use a tiny bit of bone meal just to speed this along, and I've written the sign of when Snowy was brought in, which was episode 12. and then the death of Snowy, which was technically between episodes, so I've just gone with the start of this episode because this was when it was sort of announced that Snowy had died. So we've done from episode 12 to episode 14. So that is pretty much everything for today's episode. A bit of a short one, just while I get back into the swing of things, but I'm hoping to get back to normal episodes very, very shortly. But without further ado, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later.